What if the thing holding back your remodeling business isn't lack of hard work, but the sheer fact that you're just maxed out at your current skill set, right? You are literally doing everything that you know how to do, and it's still not enough.
Hello, this is the HackHour Podcast, a show where it's all about helping real, everyday, hardworking remodelers learn the secrets to having it all in life and business. And now, here's your host, Mike Minges.
Hey there, welcome to the HackHour Podcast, the podcast where we unlock all the strategies, the secrets, and the mindset shifts that help remodeling business owners just like you take your business to the next level. I'm your host, Mike Minges, longtime remodeler and founder of the Remodeling Academy, and today we're diving into that important topic for growing a business, and that's how you break through these growth ceilings, right? If you find yourself feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or constantly spinning the wheels, as they say, and you're in the same place, stick around. I've been there, and I'll share exactly how I overcame those challenges and how others at the Remodeling Academy have as well. So let me take you back to some early days in my remodeling business, right? I enjoyed this business immensely. I worked a lot. So I'm managing the job. I'm working on the job. I'm meeting with clients. I'm also managing and handling the books. And of course, I'm swinging the hammer when I need to. For a while, it worked, okay, in the very beginning. Sure, I was growing. I was slowly getting a few bigger jobs, and I was feeling pretty good about the progress I was making, but I was tired. All of a sudden, something started to change. Calls were coming in, but I could not keep up, right? Projects started to slip through some cracks. I made some mistakes that in the past I would not have been making. Clients, for the first time, were starting to be frustrated with some of the issues that were developing. And my crew, I was noticing, needed more direction than I really even had the time to give. I was burnt out, right? Frustrated, tired. And that's when I realized, man, I'm maxed out. I've hit, as they say, the ceiling, the wall. I was doing all that I could with the skills and the systems that I had at the current time, and it just wasn't enough, right? The only thing I knew how to do in the moment was to say, Mike, you just got to work harder. You got to suck it up. You got to do more. And I was like, this is not a sustainable model. Like, this is not going to work long term. So here's what worked for me and has worked for others, and I'm excited to share it because it can work for you. I had to challenge myself to replace myself as quick as possible. Think about this. I looked at whatever role that I was stuck in doing, right? So if I'm being the project manager, if I'm doing the sales, the marketing, the books, it didn't matter. I needed to figure out quickly, how can I hire somebody better than me to start handling it? You may have heard this in some other industries, because there are definitely some people that do this much better than remodelers. But instead of always asking, how do I get more done, or it's who can do that for me, right? You got to find the who, not so much be focused on the how all the time. So this is what I focused on, right? Is learning how to handle how to hand off the skill that I'm currently doing to someone else so that I can go and learn the next skill that I need to grow my business, right? So it's this cycle. You get good at something, you replace yourself, get that person up and running, and then you go learn the next thing and grow. And this cycle, I call it the fire, hire, retire. It became our secret weapon, right? And that's what helped me break through a lot of these growth ceilings. Any ceiling I would hit, I knew exactly what we needed to do. And many of the clients that I've worked with, it's very similar. You can easily recognize where you're at. And when you see that you're stalled, Cool. Now we sit down, break it down. We look at what is it that you need to stop doing and train someone else and get them on board so you can go on and start doing the next thing. And that's why I wrote the book for the remodelers, Fire, Hire, and Retire, because that's the mindset, man. If your goal is to grow your business, that's all you got to do. It's very simple. Fire, hire, and retire, right? So you fire yourself, you stop doing it, you hire the next person, and then you can retire that role completely and you move on to the next one because now you have somebody in place. So let's talk about why these ceilings happen in the first place, right? Why do we hit these growth ceilings that just shut us down? So the truth is, like, skills, systems, and processes that got you where you are today, right? You believe it or not, you have things in place that helped you get your business to where it is. Now, it might not be the best, but you have something, and it's the way you're doing it, right? So when your business grows, the game starts changing. So suddenly it's just not about doing great work, but it becomes more about, man, how do I manage the people? How do I communicate and manage all my communications with clients? And how do I manage and run the business side of this remodeling game like a pro? So look, if you're stuck in the day-to-day grind, if you're still wearing the tool belt and still running around the site all day long because you're putting out the fires, you're juggling a million tasks, you just don't simply have enough time or energy to focus on growing and figuring out, man, what is holding me back from getting this business really rolling? So again, here it's very simple. If you find yourself in that cycle, first thing you need to do is get a copy of my book, Fire, Hire, and Retire. And this next part, it's taken right out of the book. So here, look, guys, you have to fire yourself. You got to stop doing your current role, right? So that means you're wearing too many hats and it's time to take one off. So pick one role that's really draining your time and energy and you decide to replace yourself. Awesome. So now you go hire that rock star, right? You got to find someone who's not just capable, but they're excited to take on this role. And now you are training them, you are empowering them, and you're going to let them shine. Make them be great. As that process unfolds, boom, it's time for you to get out and go learn the next skill, right? What is the next area that you need to build up and then now you need to get out of, right? And you focus and you just go through this process. So if you're like a lot of people, like for myself, it was managing jobs and it was doing the office work. So I needed to get someone to help me out in the field, right? So I trained them and then get them up to speed. Boom, I retire. I'm out of that. Now, let's go over to the office work. I'm firing myself. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm not going to be doing my bookkeeping. I'm not doing my payroll. So I stop doing it. I fire myself. I hire somebody else. Boom, I get them trained up. This is how we like it done. This is the way it works here. Now that they're running, retire. I move on and I go to the next one. Then for a lot of you, it's going to be sales. So you need to now find that amazing salesperson, right? And so on and so on. And you just keep moving up the business chain, as they say. So making this happen requires just three things. First, clarity. Know exactly what role that you need to replace yourself in first. All right. For some of you, it could be project management. Some of it could be sales, might be something else. And then second, trust, right? Believe in your ability to find and then to be able to train the right person. Guys, the right people are out there. There are so many talented people that want to work for great companies. And I've talked about this before, and many of you that work with me, you know it because you've seen it for yourself. Once you started making your company great, you attracted the good people, right? So if you're struggling to attract people, there's something about the way you're running your business that isn't awesome. And you focus on that and you'll find the good people. And the third thing here that we got to do is it's action. So you don't want to I know for me, at times this happens. I'll overthink things, right? And I'll make it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. And I'm saying, don't overthink it. Just start small. But what you need to do is you have to just start. So when it came to my office, I didn't know all the things that I wanted the office person to do, but I knew many of the things that I wanted them to do, right? And I knew I wanted to have a better QuickBooks system. And I recognized that I wasn't going to be the expert to train them. So for example, I found a person that offered QuickBooks training. It was a class, and I sent the person that I hired for my office to be my office manager. I sent them to the training. I said, this is where you're going to go for the next, I think it was 5 days. You're going to get trained up on QuickBooks because we need that process in-house. So that's what I'm saying is you don't need to know how to do it all yourself. You just need to know, who am I bringing on board? How do I help get them trained? Can I train them, or do I need to send them somewhere to get trained? All right. Now, the good news is, guys, it's that easy. It really is. There are so many capable and amazing people out there that would love to be a part of a winning team. You just have to get out of your own way and be dedicated to winning, and people will join you and fight your battles with you. So let's imagine the possibilities, right? Let's think about this. Here we are. What if today you knew that you could step out of these roles that are just holding you back? What if you had a team that just ran like a well-oiled machine, right? All those times that you say to yourselves, man, I just wish there were 2 of me. I wish I had 10 more hours today. Well, imagine what it would be like, right? Imagine freeing yourself up so that you can focus on the big picture for once, right? What would that mean for you and your business? What would that mean for your family? Right? What does that mean for your life overall? Here's the thing. The biggest breakthroughs don't come from just working harder. They come from you working smarter. And it all starts with you replacing yourself today in that role so somebody else can come and the 2 of you can all grow that business together, right? So for those of you that are ready, the next step, if you haven't already, you jump in to the remodeling industry's first 5-day remodeler challenge that we introduced, right? I know many of you are ready. You're frustrated. And this is the year for you to take your business to the next level. So don't wait for this success to come to you. Get it. Grab it. Get over to remodelingriches.com right now and join that 5-day remodeler challenge. Start transforming your business today. Trust. Know that you can do it. All right. We guide you. In 5 days, you're going to learn the proven strategies to immediately boost your profitability. You're going to discover the secrets to setting yourself up for a successful year ahead. And you're going to have finally the access and the tools and the techniques that will put you ahead of the competition. And look, for those of you that act right now, the first 25 that signed up, we're going to even give you a couple extra resources that will give you that little bit more of an edge so that, look, you want to get these before your competition does. So don't let them beat you to it, right? The time is now. Go right now. Go to remodelingriches.com. Secure your spot in this 5-day remodeler challenge. This is the first step towards that more profitable and successful business you've been thinking about having for some time. Guys, don't wait. Register now. Take control of your remodeling business today. As always, your success truly is ready for you. The only question is, are you ready for it? Don't delay. Take the action today. As always, thank you for listening to the HackHour Podcast. Please send this to any friends of yours in the industry that could use a boost. Like this episode, subscribe, and as always, we're in this together. As all of us get better in the industry, it's only going to serve us all. We're going to help homeowners understand that there are good remodelers out there, that we do deserve to get paid well, and we will show them that we're more professional. So guys, keep striving, keep growing, keep winning. And until next time, take care and stay inspired. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the HackHour Podcast. It would be awesome if you would leave us a quick review on iTunes. To further your remodeling success, go to remodelingriches.com.